Alright, the photoelectric effect. This is the Walter Fendt website. So we can take a look at this one. Let's see if I can squeeze it in here a little bit. What we can do is we can remember our formula here, all of our variables, and once we get to our applet here, what we can do is we can pick a cathode material, and then what we want to do is we want to look at different spectral lines. Or in other words, what is the frequency of the light? So we can increase this, the retarding voltage, and see exactly what's happening with this spectral line here. So let's start off with yellow here. And it says increase the retarding voltage so much that no more electrons reach the anode. We want to increase this until we end up getting a reading down here. And what we want to do is to look for a reading down here. And it looks like we're starting with 500 here, and we can increase this until let's try that one more time. There we go. That's our first point right there. So we had our first point in there, 578 nanometers, and we're looking at this in tetrahertz. So we can go to our second line here, our green line, and we can increase this until we see, we're watching our graph down here, we want to see that as we increase that voltage, we're going to get another line down here for this amount of the retarding voltage, or the stopping voltage in this case. And so now let's change this spectral line to violet. And then let's increase and see what's happening. What ends up with the voltage and the frequency here. Let's increase it until we get another point there. A specific frequency. We can see another point there. Let's do our ultraviolet of 365 nanometers. So we're getting shorter in wavelength now and higher in frequency. Let's raise that until there's our other point. And now let's do our last one of 254 nanometers. It's even shorter wavelength and higher frequency. We're going to get another spot, another data point there, and then we have our final graph. And now what we can do is we can take a look at our final graph and see if we can answer our questions. So we can go back to our practice here and take a look and see, can we determine the work function of the metal? Can we determine the threshold frequency? Can we determine Planck's constant? And hopefully from here you should be able to take this yourself and figure out the answers.